Good evening, race friends. How's it going? Welcome back to Saturday night. Welcome back to RHR Races. It's good to see you, and as a manner of speaking, it's good to see your names in chat. It's good to see the fun hype that everyone's getting, and I hope you're getting ready for a fun race. If you have never been here before, you don't know what we're doing, how did you get here? Welcome. I'm glad you're here. This is RHR Races, and every Saturday night we have a never-before-seen Super Mario World Kaizo level raced by some of the best, made by some of the best, watched by the best Kaizo friends on Twitch, undoubtedly. And we've got a good one, man. Speaking of some of the best, we've got something awesome for you tonight. It is week 363, and fresh off of their big success with Fresh Hops 2, MorrietheMagpie has come out to make us a really cool level for the evening. The level is called Look What You Made Me Do. That is the name of the level, so if I say, look what you made me do, just know that I'm referring to the level and not that I want you to look at what you made me do. You get it. We are going to have some fun with this one, though. I'm really excited to see what Maury's cooked up for us. The racers, they don't know what they're in for. They have never seen the level before, but they do have difficulty rankings that were given to it by the testers who played throughout the week. Those testers, of course, Fen, Mithrillionaire, Mason, SMW, Java Brew, and BD all lent their time and skills to this one and gave it some rankings. We got a 5 out of 10 for execution. We've got a 4 out of 10 for complexity. And the racers also know that there are 3 sections. So, I don't know, middle of the ground metrics this time around. Tougher execution, not as complex, might favor some one-shots, whether or not the racers are going to make progress immediately and get past an obstacle, whether or not they're going to be consistent and be able to get back to the obstacle they need to learn, and whether or not they'll be able to wash it all down with that delicious, refreshing insight. Do they just understand what they want to do in the first place? And that is the triality of the race to watch out for. Who's going to get what and how are they going to do it? We've got the ever lovely spirits thereof Fen on the restream tonight, pressing the buttons for you, making everything look really good so that we can see everybody's clears. We've got Fen, Citrus Gremlin, and What's Up Dot. We love our trans comrades watching all of the racers. They are our scouts tonight. They're going to be watching everybody and letting us know who to rotate in on the stream so you can see them all. We've got 14. I love this turnout tonight. 14 racers signed up. B2DE, Bunky D, Luffy, Double Doom, Ender of Games, Endless Ascent, Germ Dove, I Am the Ratio, Ike SMB, Jeans SSB, Mangort, Powblock 532, Stucat, X Gamer, and You Fail Me. Absolute class acts all around, and some really, really talented players. You are about to see some of the best Kaizo players play against some of the other best Kaizo players. So, if you have their emotes, if you follow them on Twitch, if you don't follow them on Twitch, go and do that. But if you already do and you're ahead of the curve, put their emotes up in chat and make some noise for all our friends. We are here to support everybody. It is the players versus the level. We like to wrap it up as a fun race, and I'll give you some stats and, you know, podium positions. But we are here to support all of our friends coming out and trying this level out. We're all going to have some fun. I am Glitch. You probably knew that, but hey, hello, that's me. I'm Glitch Cat. If you have any questions or want to learn a little bit more, please feel free to ask in chat. I have also not actually seen this level yet, so I am also going to be sight read commentating the race, but we're going to get through. It's going to be fun. You can head on over to romhackraces.com if you'd like to learn a little bit more about us. If you'd like to jump on our Discord server, it's a very happening, fun place, and you could download this patch plus any of the other 362 patches for levels that we've raced. Really fun way to try out a little bit of bite-sized Kaizo, play some stuff from makers you enjoy, sort by difficulty, and have a good time doing it. So, yeah, let's ready to rock. We got Bunky D, Luffy to start us off here in the upper left, Germ Dove in the upper right, Jeans, SSB, and You Fail Me down below. And it is just about that time. 3, 2, 1. Video games. Let's kick it. Week 363. Look what you made me do. MorrietheMagpie. Now, Maury, a really, really beloved maker. They have made some absolutely fantastic stuff. Fresh Hops 1 and 2. Both have just been immediate classics and incredibly fun games. So Maury definitely has a recognizable kind of style, and we sort of know maybe a little bit about what to expect, but right off the bat, this is a little different. I like this. Yeah, Maury stretching out creatively just a little bit, and looks like You Fail Me in the lower right, already taking a quick lead here. We've got beautiful aesthetics, this sort of semi-transparent walls with these really nice kind of spacey designs in here. You feel me? Kind of taking an early shine to this one. We've also got these sort of looks like water, kind of water falling down the screen, and that is going to act like water for the sprites that are in the water. So Mario just behaves as though he's interacting with air, but sprites will fall more slowly in that water. And they're going to use that to make a couple of these jumps off of the statue and going for that jump off of the Koopa, Blue Koopa, that guy. Sometimes when I'm doing commentary, I just forget, like, what the name of something is. You fail me, though. Look out. Not forgetting how to play this game at all. I don't imagine You Feel Me ever would. We've also got these little teeny tiny gray falling platforms, and you notice that those platforms are flush with the wall. That is exploiting a certain property that a pixel of those platforms kind of sticks out when they're flush with the wall like that, and by holding right up against the wall, you can actually get a landing and stand on those. The racers are going to need to do that trick in particular to move around and switch their jumps as they need to. They're kicking that blue Koopa onto the 1F0. The naked Koopa goes all the way over to the right, and then they need to stall for a little bit of time. That's what you're seeing Germdove, You Fail Me in particular working on. They are stalling for time because if they were to just jump right over to the Koopa, they wouldn't actually bounce on it. The Mario will not be able to get a bounce on that kicked blue Koopa until the Koopa actually wakes up and flips over. A little bit of a caveat, might be something that people might not be as familiar with SMW, but I'm sure the... Oh, excuse me, no, okay, and you know what? I'm incorrect about this. You actually can jump on the Koopa while it's flipped over like that because it is on the 1F0. They just need to readjust themselves a little bit. My bad, I'm giving you false information. Excuse me, we just want to get the Koopa over there, get up and over the statue, get onto the platform, and they're stalling for time because they want to wait for the fireballs. Normally, you would not be able to get a bounce on a flipped over Koopa. I think the 1F0 is allowing... Can you? Really? Okay, you know what? See, I'm learning something every day. I've been playing this game since '92. I still do not have all my information straight. Who hired this guy? Seriously. Blue Koopas you can also bounce off of immediately. What do you know? Okay, any other color you would not be able to do that. Blue Koopas you can. My bad. See, geez, what's going on here? Anyway, we have to stall to wait out the fireballs. Fireballs are coming forward, and that's why we want to land on that platform a little bit, because if you just jump right in, the fireballs will kill you, and that's bad, and we don't want that. Are you sure that Oh, wait, just double check me. If I'm wrong, I want you to call me on it. I want to learn. Fireballs do kill Mario, right? That's true. That's true. I'm just being silly. StuCat coming in here in the lower left-hand corner. You Fail Me, and Germdove, oh my gosh, in the upper right, making a big move here. What is a 1F0? 1F0, the best way to explain it is that 1F0 is a sort of a special magical tile that puts sprites into an infinite state of falling. Mario cannot interact with that with a 1F0, but all sprites will. So imagine it just like a magic floor for sprites that only sprites can touch. That's how the blue Koopa stays up instead of falls down. But if Mario were to try to use that as a floor, no dice, buddy, you just die. Germdove, though, look out for the upper right-hand corner here. Germdove going on a tear right now. Meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out what color Koopa does what. And these racers already seem to have this pretty well established. Got the Koopa over to the right, watching out for those fireballs, as mentioned. StuCat down in the lower left wants to use that gray platform to spin jump. They want to hit the on-off switch, and then they're going to spin jump to land on the saw. We cannot regular jump on the saw. We must be spinning. And since this isn't motor skills, you have to actually land on some ground in order to change your jump type. So the on-off blocks are going to release the saw from the little spot where it's being held in place. The bat gets you over there, hit the on-off, and then on to the saw with the spin. Bunky, they're showing us how it's done in the upper left. Ah, yes, but these platforms, again, if you notice them slipping off the platform, that is because it is kind of just a pixel landing. They have to be completely hugging the wall in order to get a landing on that platform, and if they move at all, they're going to slip right off and back down. So landing flush with the wall and then jumping before moving horizontally is going to make sure that they don't slip off those platforms. It looks like that's really easy. It is a little bit trickier than it looks visually. You fail me, though. Look out. Whoa, nice jump. Trying to get that key over to the lock. Obviously, you know, got the key. It opens the lock. That is not a vanilla asset, but it is a fun custom thing that we see in a lot of SMW hacks. And got to get that key over. We've seen You Fail Me get pretty close to that. And this is the time for You Fail Me, Germdove, Bunky, anybody really, to get consistent. Everyone has had deeper runs, but they're not always getting back to that obstacle. They want to get back there, and that means being as consistent as possible with the stuff that they've already learned. Germdove, look out, upper right-hand corner, Germdove, back to the Piranha, safe jump, and still can't clutch it out. Bunky, same problem. A slope assist tile is that's what a 1F0 is in the vanilla game. It assists sprites in moving on slopes. And that's a little bit more technicality than we need at the moment. Hold up, StuCat. No. New cat, no. StuCat, now here's this consistency, turn it on. Slope assist tiles assist slopes. And yo, Bunky. Yo, there it is. Bunky doesn't need the assist from any slope tiles. They are through that clear pipe. Lovely aesthetics, man. Moving on to section number 2. Bunky, first one out of the gate. And now it's time for StuCat, Germdove, or You Fail Me to catch up. But this is giving Bunky a lot of time. The Razors do not necessarily see where everybody else is in the level, but they get some knowledge that everyone else is going to have to learn. And the more time Bunky has to work on this section unopposed, the farther ahead, presumably, that they'll be. Auto-scroller is definitely keeping you on your toes here. Bunky, moving forward, we got to get off that Piranha. We got to get some more of these gray falling platforms on the wall. And now we have the extra pressure of the vertical auto-scroller. Obviously, you don't want to fall down. Use those invisible Kaizo blocks to make a bridge. We're going to jump over some spikes. Watch out for that poison mushroom. Nice reads. Bunky really moving through this right now. Oh, look out. Yeah. Trying to avoid that poison mushroom. And this is definitely Bunky's time for some one-shots. Running kind of unopposed on this section. The more they can learn right now, the more knowledge they can get, the better they'll be. And You Fail Me. No. So close. Not even getting the bonk on the up pipe, but instead just not being able to jump in the up pipe. It happens, man. It absolutely happens. Oh, that's kind of you. Thanks. I've done these a lot. I just practice. You know, that's all it takes. Just practice. Bunky though, moving right along. Man, geez, Bunky. Yeah, with these reads right now, we got X Gamer. Look out. Hold the phone. Look up some codes on GameWinners.com. X Gamer 2009 coming in here. Second section as well. So now we got a challenger here. X Gamer also. Boy, you know, I want, and I do, and I will, and I promise I shall stay impartial as the commentator. We are here to root for everyone. We are all out here doing our best. You're doing your best watching. I'm doing my best to try to remember which kind of Koopa can be hit when it's flipped over. But X Gamer has been really gunning for a win in ROM hack races lately. They've said, I've been in my chat and elsewhere, they've said like, oh, I really would like to get a first place sometime, and they haven't got that first place yet. So I just, no extra pressure. I don't think they're even listening in right now. But X Gamer for a shot at their very first ROM hack races win, and that would be a pretty cool story to see. But Bunky right now with a little bit more knowledge. X Gamer though, this is the time for these one shots. X Gamer needs to get in there and get good fast. That's what it's going to take. As Bunky moving over to this saw section, they're going to drop that key on the 1F0, little key jump to get up there. And that's knowledge gained, yeah. So Bunky sees that they have those outlined, kind of clear outlined Kaizo blocks waiting for them at the top of this section. They are going to need to build a little bridge as they're jumping on the bat. Was that a bat? I think that was a bat. Oi, oof, yo, StuCat. Meanwhile, StuCat and You Fail Me. Yeah, don't count anybody out. Boy, remember we got 3 sections too. I'm so used to seeing ROM hack race levels with 2 sections that like, oh yeah, there's a 3rd section. So we don't even know what that's gonna be yet. But Bunky making that consistency. Ouch. Ouch. missing the key jump there. They're going to throw that key onto the 1F0, and then they're going to do a pretty common move in Kaizo. They're going to do that key jump by pressing the grab button and the jump button at exactly the same frame. You will be able to grab the key and jump upward while holding the key. Pretty common move, but definitely something that you're not going to find in the Super Mario World manual, or even in the Prima strategy guide from 1993. You fail me though, man, inches away. And X Gamer versus Bunky on this second section. X Gamer though, moving. A little bit of a weirdly angled up toss. They want to get that block into the get the grab block that they're holding up to hit the on-off switches that are hanging out up there. But everything in this section is super regimented, right? With the auto scroller moving, you have to move too, and that really punishes small slip-ups and mistakes. You pretty much can't have that. You fail me once again, and there's Stukat though pulling ahead onto the checkpoint section as you fail me again, slipping. Again, if you're standing on that gray falling platform, you have to jump and then move. If you try to walk forward at all before jumping, you're going to slip right off that platform and you're going to go down into the depths of the pit where you don't want to be. Bunky, though, staying really careful on that up throw. Oh, no, did we lose? Oh, no, fail internet? Did we lose you, fail me? I'm seeing them offline. Oh, no. Meanwhile, Bunky, yo! Bunky, we're going to say hey to Double Doom in the lower right. And Bunky maintaining that lead right now. They only used one block from that section because if you're holding jump, you can run right across a one-tile gap. And they know they only needed one. They only had time to hit one block, so they picked the optimal block for the situation. Double Doom now coming in the lower right, and X Gamer still on the second section versus Stukat. But Bunky, one whole section ahead. Now we're scrolling down using that shell and getting that shell in between those one-ways. You feel me's controller died. Oh, that is the only thing that could ever defeat You Feel Me. You know, nothing else could possibly do that. Not the hardest levels you can think of. Unfortunate, man. Oof. Sorry, bud. I've had that happen though too. I've been there, man. Yo, we got X Gamer, Stukat, Germdove. Everybody you see on the second section, Bunky on the third. Now what? Following that auto scroller down. At this point, Bunky wants to watch out for the bullet bills there by holding. If you're holding the grab block and you crash the grab block into a bullet bill, you will just destroy the bullet bill and the grab block. So not only are those bullet bills a threat to Mario's life, but also crashing the grab block into it will wreck your ability to do the next obstacle, which is tossing that block through those grab block through the green blocks to get them out of the way. Only a grab block will be able to work like that. Bunky though, man, keeping that lead, and again, they're getting that knowledge. Just like last time on the second section, they're getting that knowledge. Bunky, though, looking as Bunky D. Luffy with their username the way it is, looking for their second first place ROM hack races tonight. So, big moves. I think Stukat, looking at people's stats over here, Stukat looking for their first place. Get on the podium would be really cool for Stukat. Germdove as well, looking for their 10th first place. And of course, X Gamer, who I'm rooting for a little bit extra in my heart. Just a little bit, because I know they really want to win it, but they got to earn it, man. And oh, that was it. They were at the... X Gamer down at the pipe, though. They see that bridge they want to build, but even one slip up on that key jump is not your friend. Meanwhile, Bunky, again, just getting that knowledge. This is time for Bunky to just grab as much knowledge as they can, get consistent. Stukat down at the pipe as well. I think it was Bunker Games. I like how Bunky isn't even using the one falling platform on their way down there. They're just kind of skipping that entirely. But this is a tight little, yeah, that bat section. And X Gamer, yo, on the far right block. X Gamer powering through here. Nicely done. Keeping the pressure on. We got a race going. X Gamer making it to the third section as well. Still no finishes. And they hit the far right block by the coin keyhole area there, which is probably the hardest one to hit in that situation and still be able to make it out alive. So really tight. Stucat, Germdove trying to get back on the third section as well. I love the tightness of the race here. And now it is X Gamer's time again to make those one-shots. Bunky, they want to be consistent. They want deep runs. X Gamer needs a little bit more time to get that knowledge. Yep, so yeah, oh, nice, smart even, yeah. Letting the camera scroll down there a little bit on X Gamer's side to see what is coming up. And there's Stucat in the lower left. Oh, be careful. They can make it. They can make it. All right. We got 3 for 3 on the third section now. Stucat, same thing. They want those one-shots, and they want them right now. They want that knowledge. Bunky's got the knowledge. We got to beat them. We got to beat that knowledge with one-shots. So what is it going to be? But Bunky's still just ripping through here. Germdove getting pretty close to the checkpoint as well. But that bat regrab was really kind of giving people some trouble. So those spikes are instant death. Yellow spikes down there, instant. Don't touch them. However, the munchers are going to be powered down. So even if you have the big mushroom, you hit those spikes, too bad, you go away. The munchers will give the iframes, and that's what we want the mushroom for. But it looks like there's a little bit more to do, and yeah, that's a really tricky regrab. I think it's going to come down to that. If Bunky over here can get consistent with that bat regrab, that is really going to put them ahead. Or can someone else get there quickly and start to really get good? Stucat, yeah, look at this. Yo, Stucat also getting right to that bat regrab. And this is what I'm talking about these knowledge one-shots. Can that make the difference for Stucat right now? Bunky getting so close, though. Bunky's really got the hang of that bat regrab and spinning across those blocks. They've got the iframes. They've got the grab block in hand. There's the pipe. What's it going to be? Bunky. Sheesh. In there. Yeah, doing a couple of push-ups. Oh, you gotta believe this is a checkpoint, and it looks like, yep, hop, skip, and a jump away for Bunky. Boy, now's the time for the biggest one shot of anyone's life right now. Just right now. This is it, the moment. But there it is. Yo, Bunky is gonna wrap it up tonight. Nicely done. Yo, Bunky D. Luffy wrapping up their first place as Bunky D. Luffy. I only have stats for their new name, not their old name. But wrapping up their first place as Bunky D. Luffy with a really good time. Sub 19. We're going to say hey to Ike SMB in the upper left. And now we are looking for the podium. Ike, absolutely a veteran here. 87 completed ROM hack races under their belt. 16 firsts, 17 seconds, 18 thirds. Ike, absolutely a force to be reckoned with in all areas of tech. Great stuff. Yo, while we're giving it up for Bunky, let's say hey to Maury. I see you in chat there. Maury, great level. Man, oh man. Coming off the successive Fresh Hops and just like not slowing down at all. If you haven't played Fresh Hops 2, classic. And by classic, I mean it came out recently, but it is a classic. Classic fun. Stucat, man, really getting the hang of that bat regrab immediately. Stucat in the lower left for a big moment. A little hasty on that grab block throw, though. So Ike on the second section, X Gamer, Stucat, Germdove on the third. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm really a sucker for these kind of transparent neon space aesthetics. I just really like them, you know, always look really good. They look like like a magical like SMW, you know, when I was a kid, and I would imagine what would the level look like? What's the special zone gonna be like? And Germ Dove wondering what's inside that pipe. They're about to find out. Yo, all right. Clutching it. Oh, look out. Germ Dove. Oh no. Germ Dove? Wait. On my end, Germ Dove's screen just went dark. Is that a me problem? Is that a Germ Dove problem? Oh no. Germ Dove GG? Oh no, sorry, we got it back. Alright. Germ Dove. I was like, no, did the level crash on them? It's typical. It's a me problem, you know, most things are. But nicely done, Germ Dove, coming out for a strong second tonight, wrapping up their 189th ROM hack race with their 6th second place. Germ Dove GG and X Gamer. Oh, there it is, man. We see the pipe now. X Gamer Ike Stucat B2 coming out here working on this level now. Trying to wrap up our podium for the evening. What a cool fast movie. This is a really fast moving level. Keeps you on your toes. I mean, disqualified is more just was not able to finish. Disqualified sounds like we're very much a stickler for the rules. For example, if you fail me, would be able to get another controller and keep playing, you know, they could just get right back in the race if they wanted. You know, it's less a disqualification and more just like, sorry, your race car broke down and you can't be in the car race, you know? Yo, look out, Double Doom. Oh, excuse me, Stucat. Whoa. Oh, oh my gosh. Pay attention, my guy. Stucat coming in clutch. Man, they were so fast. I didn't even see it. Like a zoomy cat. Like a real zoomy cat. Wrapping up their 27th ROM hack race with their first third place. Stucat only needs a first to round out their podium resume. Pardon me, excuse me. Yeah, disqualified implies some sort of dishonor. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Whereas, you know, your controller broke, like, sorry, like, kind of need a controller to play the video game. But GG Stucat, we're looking for our second podium. We've had one, yes, but what about second podium? Ike SMB X Gamer Double Doom B2. Someone should make a QLDC where you do have to use 2 controllers. Like you use the D-pad on player 1 controller and the buttons on player 2 controller. That'd be silly. Stucat, yo, nicely done. Very well played. Stucat, one of the only players I've seen to take on the boss of spiteful Mario World. But yo, Double Doom B2, X Gamer Ike SMB. If you have questions or want to learn more, again, please feel free to ask. I am here to try to explain. Trying to keep up with the mechanics and commentary and such. I feel like I've done all right explaining things, but if you're just getting here, there's something you want to learn, something you don't understand, please feel free to shout it out in chat. Oh, Double Doom. So close. Stucat's good, yo. And you know, if you want to see more really good gameplay, you should go and follow the racers. There are a lot of great people in our community playing Kaizo, a lot of people who run excellent streams, kind and supportive places where I'm sure you will have a lot of fun. So if you're seeing someone do something cool and you're like, wow, they're awesome, go and follow them. Grab some follow emotes, grab some sub emotes if you can. Got that free Twitch Prime or whatever. And definitely, you know, make some friends in our community. X Gamer trying to make friends with that up pipe, nails it. Yo, oh, yo. All right, they got it. Yo, Exit Gamer trying to touch that glittery glittery green orb. What am I talking about? You know, we have green. That makes me think we have green orbs, but what if we had other colored orbs that do other things? You know, the green orb beats the level. Could we have like a red orb or a gold orb that did something else? All the glitters is gold? No. That's just nature's first hue. First green, excuse me. Her hardest hue to hold. That's what Ponyboy needed to stay in the Outsiders. If you read the classic novel The Outsiders, you'll know that Ponyboy had to stay gold. But he was like human colored, so I don't really know what Johnny was getting at with that one. I know what X Gamer is getting at. Some GGs. Nicely done grabbing that big gold orb in the sky. Very, very well done. X Gamer, man. Strong finish as always. Top of the second podium. A strong fourth tonight. Wrapping up their 28th ROM hack race. Great stuff. You love to see it. I am the ratio. No, not me. Them. They are I am the ratio. And they are coming in the upper right-hand corner as we're checking for Ike. Nicely done, man. Easy jumps for Ike. Making their way up and grabbing that big blue orb at the bottom of the sea. I'm just going to start saying the orb is whatever color I'm thinking of at the moment. Ike SMB, such a resume. 88 ROM hack races under his belt. And just an absolutely stellar reputation as a player. Jeans. That's Jeans. That's Jeans SSB coming in the upper left-hand corner. We got Jeans Ratio Double Doom B2 DE81. Looks like first section for Jeans and Ratio, second section for Double Doom, and third for B2. And B2, yo, in the lower right, looking to get out of this section, lickety-split. Ah! Fast. Everyone's a little hasty with that grab block at the end, I've noticed. That's where, you know, a skill to practice, you know, kind of having, I don't know, maybe they're trying to be hasty because of the auto-scroller, but maybe they're also trying to be hasty because of the grab block expiring. A vanilla grab block flashes for a little while, and then it just disappears. They're on, like, a timer, and maybe they're trying to be hasty a little bit because of that grab block timer that everyone knows about. But, that's something that's really like worth noticing and worth practicing as you go through in your Kaizo skills, is having an intuitive sense of the duration of important timers. Knowing how long your iframes last, knowing how long a grab block will last before it poofs away, these things don't seem like they matter until you're in a situation where you need every second from that timer. And then it really helps to know I've got a little bit of wiggle room here, or I've got to move really, really fast because I do not have that room. I try to give y'all a little something to practice, a little lesson from the race, you know, like what was going on in the race, and how can you practice to become a stronger Kaizo player, because we can all be stronger Kaizo players, man. Present company included, and by present company I mean me. As a small tear runs down my cheek, having spent 30 hours on a section. B2 though, no 30 hours here. B2 into that pipe. Remember, my opponent is my teacher. That's what we must remember. B2 though, trying to make a teacher out of that yellow spike. It is tough, you know, and keep in mind you're doing those, we're doing those little hug the wall jumps on the gray platform, so they have such a small amount of room to move and kind of gain enough momentum. They want to jump, but they want to jump first and then bend themselves away from the wall to get over that yellow spike. Yeah, nicely. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, B2 showing us how it's done there. Yeah, watch them jump and then move. It's a quick kind of reflex action, but it's getting them around that spike. Yeah, I really like these orb rooms, and I think they're fun for a race. You know, it hasn't really been like a deciding factor here tonight, but yeah, I really like it when it's just like one frantic move to grab the orb at the end. B2 getting up and in there. Nicely done. GG B2DE81. That is a fun fact too. The spike hitboxes also stick out a pixel, so you can't just jump vertically when you're directly below one. You'd think they wouldn't. That's a strange thing to have, right? You'd think Nintendo would want to make them like extra lenient for you, but guess not. We got I Am the Ratio coming back in here. Jeans in the upper left, Ratio upper right, Double Doom and Mangort hanging out down below. Oh man, yo, super fun race tonight. If you want, this kind of does feel like a little bit of Fresh Hops DLC, you know? Like, or for those that are really into your obscure Nintendo references, this is like the Fresh Hops e-reader card level. Shoutouts to anyone who remembers the e-reader, but it was a neat little bit of technology. I am curious, you know, maybe Morrie, if you care to share, you know, Fresh Hops, all the levels are named after different libations. What is this one? Does this one, does this, what's a good pairing for this level? What are we drinking tonight? Because I'm enjoying a Gatorade Zero, and it's Glacier Cherry flavor, which is not a flavor, let me tell you. Cherry is a flavor. Glaciers are a thing. Glacier Cherry, not a flavor. Cherries can't grow on glaciers. They're too cold. Old Testament Nintendo. The Wrath of Spike hitbox. A plague of poison mushrooms upon the land. Psychedelic catgrass from Shorts Brewing. Interesting. That does sound great, actually. What's the style? To me, that sounds like... I don't know. What is that, like a red ale? I'm just guessing. Pow Block coming in here in the upper left. I Am the Ratio, Double Doom, Mangort. Second section all around. H2O, Gatorade. Ooh, yo, Mangort there, lower right-hand corner, getting pretty close. Wants that key drop onto the 1F0. Again, if y'all have questions, if you want to learn a little bit more, if there's some point of tech that I haven't covered or you don't understand, please feel free to ask. I feel like at a certain point in the evening, those who have been watching understand the things we're trying to explain, but, you know, just please feel free to ask, and I am always looking for little bits of tech nuance to try to explain a little better. Yo, Pow Block, Ratio, Double Doom, Mangort, and B2, yo, with the raid. Hello. Great racing tonight. Mangort making a run for it, but they did not have the knowledge at that exact moment. GG, B2. Well played tonight. Thank you so much for coming out and racing with us. A strong finish. Hope you had fun. And, you know, it's always good to see you. Yeah, let's get, yeah, awesome level Morrie. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Thanks for the raid. Yo, if you're just dropping by, you want to learn something, please feel free to ask. Wait. Did I miss a Mangort? Oh, did I? Oh my gosh, I missed a Mangort cheese. Oh, excuse me. I'm really, man, I'm trying to pay attention here. I'm trying. I swear it. I swear. Mangort. Yo, can we get maybe a clip of that? Oh, did we just get to Mangort just sneak right into the keyhole area? Splendid. No one else has pulled that off, man. No one else. So Mangort moving on to section 3, the downward auto scroll, and Double Doom, Ratio, Pow Block working on section number 2. Yo, nice. One shot the whole level. I do like, yeah, is it one of those orbs that freezes you? Yeah, the spin jump into the orb so you're spinning while the fanfare is happening. That is classy. I respect that a lot. That's a classy way to end it. Yo, nice strat there from Mangort. Instead of trying to outwardly avoid the bullet bills with the grab lock, instead, man, oh man, dude, Mangort moving here. It's wisely choosing to go to the left even though they know they can't make it. Yep, that gets Mangort a little bit of a look at what's coming up. Wise moves. Yeah, Mangort spinning. Instead of avoiding the bullet bills, instead they're using a drop. They just drop the grab block to kill a bullet bill. That does not kill the grab block because it's being dropped and technically moving in the air. It will only destroy the grab block if Mario is holding it while he contacts something. So that's actually a really kind of smart move from Mangort there to keep themselves alive a little bit. Sometimes the easiest thing to do is to prioritize the solutions with fewest inputs. If you only have to do one block drop instead of a little squiggle to survive, maybe that can really help out. And Mangort just blasting through this final section. Almost blasting the grab block against the wall and destroying it, but surely they will get it soon. In first place tonight was Bunky with a 22-15. No, excuse me, Bunky with an 18-41. Mangort making really good use of that drop strat. If they even go around this part again, keep your eyes on lower right-hand corner. Yeah, Mangort with that drop strat, just really making that work. That's not an easy thing to do, and it's a pretty tight window to actually drop the block. They might not even get to go around again. Nope, they're done. No, they don't even have to show that strat off again. That's that powerful. Mangort moving into the final little challenge for the orb room. Couple of easy jumps, making it look free, dude. Mangort. Wow. Yo, I'm gonna give Mangort 8,000 cool points for the swag strats they're pulling off tonight. Yeah, 8,000. Nah, 8,005. GG. Yo, Mangort wrapping it up in style. Mangort finishing up their 26th ROM hack race. And we're going to say hey to Endless Ascent on the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Endless Ascent working on section number 2. Working hard as usual. Chat, how are you doing tonight? You feeling okay? You doing good? It's Saturday. Time to hopefully relax, chill out a little bit. Thanks for spending a little bit of your Saturday here with us on ROM Hack Races. When you're done following the racers that have impressed you, drop a follow here for us and come back because we do these races every Saturday evening. 7:30 p.m. Eastern pre-show, 8 p.m. Eastern the race. The races are open to anyone who'd like to try it. We got a fun and friendly community and a cool Discord server and a website if you want to learn even more or download some patches and try them out for yourselves. It's a lot of fun, and I'm really glad to have you tonight. I hope you're enjoying your time, getting to relax, maybe have a hot drink, or kind of hang out, give your pets a hug. That's always good. Have a hot drink, hug a cat. Like, what could be better? Saturday night. I want to take an opportunity, too, while we're hanging out with Powblock, Ratio, Double Doom, Endless Ascent, take an opportunity to thank our volunteers. ROM Hack Races is brought to you by the noble efforts of our volunteer squadron. That's right, we're not even staff, we're a squad. You know, that's even cooler somehow. But yeah, we're volunteers and always do a really bang up job with everything. Fen on the restream tonight. Fen, Mythrillionaire, Mason, Java Brew, and DD testing this MorrietheMagpie level. And we've got Fen, Citrus, and What's Up Dot. We love our trans comrades on scouting, watching all of the racers, letting us know who's making progress, who to rotate in, so that we get to see everybody's fine clears. We are always looking for person power. We would love to have some more folks volunteering. We're looking for everything right now, some restreamers. If you have a good internet connection and some time on Saturdays, we would love to have a few more volunteer folks for restreaming the races. It's easy. We'll teach you how to do it. Scouts to watch the racers. We're looking for makers right now. If any of those things sound interesting to you, if you just like ROM Hack Races, you like the vibe we've got, and you want to help us make these races a thing for the whole community, please feel free to reach out on Discord anytime. And I'm the Ratio. No, they are the Ratio. I am GlitchCat. And I am GlitchCat watching I Am the Ratio get to the third section. Moving right along. Mangor, yo, 80, 100 cool points for the strats there. Got some good swag style points in that one, so very, very well done. Well raced. Well, yeah, I don't know who needs to hear this, but RomHack Races would love to have you helping us out and making these races for the whole community. If you've got some time on Saturdays or you'd like to make a level, we would love to have some fresh makers, some fresh hops, some fresh makers hopping in and making levels. Not fresh hop, the Morrie already made fresh hops. You get it, it's a bad joke. Even if you have an idea, let's say you might want to make a level, but you think, oh, my idea might not fit, you should get a hold of us anyway. If it's a standard gauntlet, if it's Mario 2, or heck, even Mario 3, any of the classics, might be a Yoshi's Island. Maybe you want to make a weird, experimental kind of level, something that might be a little bit out of the ordinary. You should still get in touch with us. We are really open-minded about level types, and we like a lot of different stuff. We normally race Kaizo because that's just kind of, you know, what is pretty common and it's fun to watch. But if you want to make a level but you don't think your idea would fit, try us anyway, and see what we can cook up together. Would love to have some more diversity, you know, level design ideas, diverse viewpoints on obstacle design, and you know, something you're passionate about. We would love to see it. So, you know, please make a level for RomHack Races. Expand our catalog. Challenge these players. They need a challenge. These players are hungry for a challenge, like a fresh pizza, really good pizza in one of those wood-fired ovens, and they're hungry for it, and they're asking you to please make a cool level for RomHack Races. Sign up on the Discord. They're begging. They're pleading. They're asking nicely. They're sending a form in the mail asking you, will you answer the call? I'm just trying to hype it up, you know, make it sound real exciting. Endless Ascent, look out. Oh, yo, Endless looking for that pipe. Ratio working on section 3, but Endless almost catching up there. Yeah, there's the, they can see it, yeah. Yeah, you can see what you need to do as you lay dying on the spikes. Not the best place to be, but not the worst place either. How's your day going, by the way? I'll just say hey to everybody. How's your weekend? Are you having an okay day? Ratio, oh? Ratio, no, they don't have the grab block anymore. Endless Ascent, though, back for another try. Oh, those platforms, man, those gray pixel platforms. That kind of makes me think, like, the gray platforms up in the wall kind of makes me think about an idea, like, what if there were platforms that, like, were, like, falling platforms or whatever, but you have to be standing perfectly still on them in order to keep standing on them. Then they didn't need to be on the wall, you just have to be perfectly standing still, and you have to jump before moving. That might be a cool gimmick. A really neat gimmick of some sort. Double Doom also getting close to that lock box. Pow block as well. Both of them have seen it now. Everybody trying to catch up and also be the ratio. But yo, Ratio really making moves on this third section. It's fun to watch the consistency kind of crystallize. That big regrab on that bat below the, what you call them, one-ways. That's what they're called. There's a lot of stuff to remember what it's called in Mario World. A lot of little guys. SMW Central or Little Guy Central? Ooh, yo, pow block. There it is. Nicely done. Getting into the third section. 3 out of 3. Pow! Kapow! And there's Endless Ascent, nicely done. Endless, I just now saw that, and Double Doom getting so close as well. But Endless Ascent also moving on. Although this is more of an Endless Descent in this section. Pow block, Ratio, Endless working on section 3. Double Doom just about to catch up, still working on section number 2. Yo, pow block, man, making really quick work of this one. Look at this, dang. Dang, getting right down there. I like that bat regrab down at the bottom above the on-offs. That's just I don't know, it's classy, I like it. It's I always like a clever way to force a big regrab, as opposed to just, there is a wide horizontal distance and you have to cover it. You know what I mean? Like, that's your basic big regrab setup. But it's interesting when you can find a way to make them do that. Although, you know, thanks to the GDQ run of Fresh Hops 1, we may never actually know what a regrab is. So, I don't know why I even bother anymore. I think we'll see a Fresh Hops 2 GDQ run. That AGDQ games list coming out pretty soon. Good luck to everybody who submitted some Kaizo this time around. Fresh Hops 2, only factual information about regrabs. Nothing else. Oh, no, it's funny. No, it's funny. It was funny. Also, I don't think that was your fault. You weren't the one on the stage doing the silly runs about it. Ratio though, looking for the win in the upper right. Ooh, nice try. It's going very well. Having a nice day. Watching some ROM hack races. Got fixed some pinball machines earlier today. Got my machine fixed. So I'm gonna play pinball all night. Can't complain, really. That is true. Yo, yes. Yes, good insight. That is true. Yes, a valuable skill to have in Mario is to get a good internal feel for the arcs that various thrown objects have. Yes, very much. And we're seeing that with the up toss for some of these. Yeah, don't want to hit the turn block on the wall. An up tossed object will inherit some of Mario's horizontal momentum. If you are moving faster horizontally, you will arc the object you're tossing upward, more or less. And getting a good sense for how to control that with your own momentum, super helpful. Double Doom, look out! Doubling the Doom on the final section. Well, I guess it would be quadruple. There's four racers are on this section. That's what I'm trying to say. There's 4, like double, but I'm seeing double. 4 double Dooms. Yo, Pow Block! Eesh. Pow Block versus Ratio versus Double Doom versus Endless Ascent. But really, it's the player versus the level. I'm just telling a silly story to make it more exciting. Thanks for cheering on everybody, man. I appreciate that so much. Y'all are great. I appreciate when everybody celebrates an age that anyone gets. That's awesome. That's that kind of community spirit we want to see. Because at the end of the day, you know, it's the player versus the level. We're all out here trying to grow our skills, do a little bit better, play a little bit more strongly, and you know, challenge ourselves. That's a nice fox emote. I like that. Hi. I like your fox emote combo. It is necessary. I am trying to remember why. Hitting the on-off block. Is it? No, okay, now you got me wondering. How? Maybe it was... Maybe it opens something off screen. Oh, are you talking about the on-off in this section? You said the second to last section. Are you talking about the shell up toss that takes place at the beginning of this section? In this case, yeah, at the beginning of this section there is... They just want to get the shell down there into the little hole made by the one-way tiles. If the shell is moving off the edge, it will move off the right-hand side of the screen unless the on-off block is hit to produce a wall there. They need to be kicking the shell to get it to open the yellow turn blocks, but then they either want to stop the shell and grab it and bring it down there, or don't stop it and hit the on-off switch and get it down there so it bounces off the wall. Double Doom actually was doing, you can see that on Double Doom's side. They actually let it keep bouncing, or they maybe stopped. Yeah, they did for a minute, but then they changed strats. Yeah, I was trying to catch a racer doing it. Although, honestly, I don't even really blame them. Like, in a situation like this, not only is it a Kaizo level, but it's a race. And sometimes, like, even if I think that the on-off block is only creating that wall, I don't know, you can never be too sure. Probably hit it anyway. Maybe there's something else in the level that is being affected by it, you know? Maybe I'm only gonna find out why I want to hit it once I stop hitting it. Pow block, a little hasty on that pipe, a little hasty. And ratio, going for it, slipping though. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Ratio, no. Caught slipping. Not anymore for Pow Block though. No more slips. They got those new non-slip restaurant shoes with the weird flat bottoms so that you can't slip on the floor. Ratio, almost trying, but Pow Block. Yep, here we go. Pow Block for the win. Oh, immediately reading those jumps too. Lower, or so upper one first and then lower on the right side. Nicely done. Yo, Pow Block. Well played. Big GG's. Wrapping up their 6th ROM hack race in style. Pow Block 532. Royal Supreme 2, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. How are you? Welcome to ROM hack races. If you have questions, I Glitch Cat will be your guide to the world of ROMs and hacks and races. We got I Am the Ratio, Double Doom, Endless Ascent, and our good friend Jeans SSB. Everybody doing a great job working on the 3rd section, man. Great gaming tonight. Love to see it. What is my favorite color? Green. I would say green. Moreover, I would say like a brighter green. Like the color of the green vines in this area, or the bats, more than a dark navy green. Like these green blocks on Endless Ascent's stream. This is section number 3. Jeans, Ratio, Double Doom, Endless Ascent. Everybody working on the 3rd and final. Endless looking for that pipe. Whoa, a little hasty though, a little hasty. I have a reverse ask. What's your favorite color, and has your favorite color changed since you were a kid? You know, you grow up, nobody asks your favorite dinosaur anymore. Nobody asks your favorite color or what my favorite crayon is. You know, nobody asks whether or not I want my chicken nuggets cut into dinosaur shapes, or nobody asks what my favorite subject in school is or what books I've been reading, you know? But I have this theory that your favorite color doesn't really change since you were a kid. Has it changed? I'm curious about that, because my favorite color has always been green. And it has always been my favorite color. It has never changed ever since I was a kid. That's why I was wondering. I was wondering if other people's experiences were similar. Aw, Fen, that's like endearing. I just think that's endearing. That's like, it's just endearing. It is the final 4. All right, we get a little bit more ROM hack races in your faces for the time being, but definitely go and follow the racers and follow us here. We're gonna try to probably take this broadcast out, hopefully get everybody's clears. We are on the 3rd and final section of this great level from MorrietheMagpie. The blue of Neptune is a good blue. Just the planet Neptune, good blue. Real good blue. I like that, yeah. Yeah. Best blue in the solar system. Dabba dee dabba die. One time I watched a video about the creation of that song, Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die, and it was like the YouTube algorithm popped it up, and it was like, the story behind Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die, and I was like, oh wow, I bet there's a cool story here. I bet it's like a really exciting story. Maybe I'll learn something funny, or maybe I'll learn why he's blue instead of some other color, or whatever, you know. So I watched the video, and let me tell you what. It is the most boring story you can possibly imagine. It is the most basic story. Double Doom trying not to be basic. Nice basic up hype, and Ratio right behind. Holy moly, who's gonna get it first? Double Doom and Ratio in the final room. Final double room. Ah, it's a double room. Double room. Double Doom room. And it looks like Ratio. Whew. Yikes. Ratio firing it up. And Double Doom right behind, man. Nice. Very good. Great clears from both players. Really strong stuff overall tonight. Everybody's doing fantastic. Let's see. Double Doom wrapping up their 21st ROM hack race. And I'm the Ratio wrapping up their 10th ROM hack race. Love to see these friends coming out. Don't forget, you can sign up too if this seems like a cool thing. Do you want to race with us? Well, now you can by joining the ROM hack race. It's free and fun and open to you. But yeah, the Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die story was just so boring, man. That's the most basic one I've ever heard. The story of Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die was just like them just being like, yeah, we wrote this cool song, right? And then we took it into the studio, and I was like, that's a pretty cool beat. We should write a song like that. And then we put some lyrics to it, and I thought it would be about a little guy who was blue. And so we wrote them, and then we said, wow, that's a good song. We should play it for people. And then everybody really liked it. That's not how they talked, but I was, you know, it's like the Beatles or whatever. I'm just doing a silly voice. But that's it, man. That's the story of Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die. They just wrote a cool beat and wrote some lyrics, and then everyone liked it. Yay. There's not like a fun fact, like, well, one time I accidentally spray painted myself blue, and that's why we wrote the song about it. Like, nope, there's nothing like that. There's nothing. It's the most boring song story ever. And I was disappointed. And now I want to share that with you so you can share in my disappointment. Endless Ascent, Jeans SSB hanging out with us. Wrapping it up for us tonight. In style, man. We schedule 2 hours a week for these broadcasts, and Jeans with a shot at it. Oh, nice. Ooh, I thought that was a bonk. Jeans. Right up there, right in. Everybody, man. Everybody doing so well tonight. We scheduled 2 hours, like I said. Sub 2 hours is freaking splendid. Jeans are in there. Just like a Kmart. Jeans are in there. Come on, that was funny. Come on, no one laughed at my Kmart joke? Come on, that was pretty funny. I thought it was pretty funny. I thought it was pretty, just like at Kmart, jeans are in there, because Kmart, you buy jeans at Kmart. I thought it was funny, okay? Sorry, my mom said it was funny. Jeans, and just like a Kmart, it's over! Jeans. Just like a Kmart, there are no more jeans in there. GG, Jeans SSB. Yep, yeah, that was why I did the second Kmart joke. Cause it's over and there's nothing in there anymore. Kmart was the place to go to buy some weird, random, silly stuff, man. I do kind of miss Kmart. Kmart was like just weird. It was a weird alternate mart that had weird stuff, and I miss them because I like weird stuff. We got Endless Descent, our last friend hanging out, but working hard, and we're gonna cheer them on too. I so much appreciate the community spirit of cheering on everybody, man. The leaderboard, whatever. The fun and friendship, that's what counts. G Jeans. Say, don't forget to follow the racers. I just want to keep saying this. I want to keep putting it in your mind. Magically incepting you to follow the racers. Go and check out some other streamers in our community. They're playing Kaizo. They're playing other cool games. You're not going to want to miss it. Make some new friends. Have a fun time. Let's cheer on Endless. One toss away. Nice toss, buddy. Ooh, Endless Descent. Oh, there you go. Endless Descent up and in that pipe. Nicely done. Yo, really good grab block toss to get in there. And that's almost going to do it. Your old Kmart used to have good hot pretzels and slushies. That's fantastic. Nicely done. Endless, full, clear from everybody tonight. You absolutely love to see it. Man, yo, thank y'all so much for hanging out, coming out, having a good time at RomHack Races. We do these every Saturday night, so drop us a follow and come back and see us next week. I think next week's maker is our very own Mithrillionaire. I'm pretty sure we got Mithrillionaire coming in here next week, so it's gonna be another banger. You're not gonna want to miss it. It is a U. Excellent. Yo, I've been looking forward to that one. We got Mithrillionaire level coming up next week, and all the same RomHacks fun. So don't miss it, and until then, keep watching some friends in our community. Big thanks again, of course, to the volunteers tonight: Fen, Mithrillionaire, Mason, Java Brew, BD, Citrus Gremlin, What's Up Dot, we love our trans comrades, and Morrie, obviously, for making this. Go check out some Fresh Hops or Fresh Hops 2 if you want a little bit Morrie the Magpie levels. You need a little bit Morrie Kaizo? Well, you can have Morrie Kaizo. And for everybody else, my community friends, I will see you all again on Monday. Y'all are great and kind and good. Keep being that way. I know you can. And keep working hard on your skills. I'll see you all next time. You matter. Your thoughts matter. Your heart matters. Your feelings matter. You matter to other people in your lives. You matter to me as human beings. You matter to the internet's #1 longboy furret and the people that matter to you in your lives. Would love to hear from you about that. We know Black Lives Matter, LGBTQIA+ lives matter, Indigenous lives matter, disabled, autistic, and plural lives matter, and you. Thank you all so much, friends, for being a part of this tonight, and we will see you all again next week. Keep it going. Peace.